Hello and welcome, and this is the Lard Donuts. I'm just showing a quick plan. It will come off the screen. That box in the middle is 19 by 19 squared inside, and you're going to leave a space of 10 around that one to put your slab around. So guys, I'm going to get started with my red block, and I'm going to place it on the inside of the 19 squared, and then a light grey wall, and a space of 2 and another light grey wall, and then I'm going to run my red block across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it should be 7 in length, and we're going to leave a space of 5 in the middle. Now guys, you don't have to put in that second row. I do actually take it back down to the first row, a bit too high for my liking. And instead of glass block, I would use glass pane personally. As I was doing this video, I was using glass blocks because I tend to not really get on too well with glass panes, and I'm going to do them for 3 high. And I would, seriously, I prefer the glass pane. Personally, in most situations I always use a glass block. Not the case in this version. So once I've done my 3 high, I'm going to run it all the way along again with my red block for this, the whole row of the 7, and placing one on the edge, and then running glass pane all the way across the top, and making sure I run my red clay all the way around, creating my edge, and now filling up my light grey wall around my door frame. And I'm going to run this red clay all the way across the top of our window starting line, so like so. And obviously you would have been using glass panes, so I'm just going to run this all the way across the front. So this will come all the way to the next edge, all the way across one side of the box. And we're just going to put an edge out, knowing that's where we're going to put in our glass panes again. And now we're going to do ourselves a space of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And actually you only miss 1 block. This is me trying to work it out. So I'm going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, miss a block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, miss a block, and so on until you end up with 1 space. And we're going to do them for 3 high as well. So guys, yes, it's not the most attractive build. It was supposed to be brown instead of red, and obviously it's green at the back. Not really good colours to mix with in Minecraft, not really got nice colours of green to suit the Simpsons. So I changed it over to red clay, and the reason I'm using red and not pink is because the KBBL is just beside, across the road, and I hate my builds to use the same blocks too many times. So now I've run my red clay across the top of the glass. I'm now going to run another row of glass pane all the way across the top until we reach our far side, and then place another blocking in one and run it all the way across the top of them glass, all in all. And then we're going to jump to our lime stained clay, and we're now going to fill in the lines across the back where we've already placed 7, and then we're going to start running it across, making sure we leave another gap of 4 for a door frame, and we're just going to chuck in light grey wall. So looking from that end, you got 1, 2 lime green, sorry, and then grey wall right next to that to start creating the door frame. And now fill in all the gaps all the way back. So now we know we want to go up 7 high, so we can literally run it up all the way up to the 7 high, joining it to the red clay on the side here. So guys, like I say, yeah, real quick build. The real challenge is going to be Lard, which we're doing part 2. I'm not going to say it's got great. We will do our best with it. It's the first sort of build I've done like that myself. So I'm not holding the greatest of high hopes, but if we can get somewhat looking like a Lard in the corner, then it will turn this build great. If we can't nail it, then I don't know, but it's all about giving it a go. So anyway guys, we're going to match up to the other side. I don't know if this is the case because I can't get a view of this side of the build on the internet, so I've just done it like this just to match up to the other side. So we've kept our green to the back. We're going to do another window of 5 here, and then where the door would be on the other side, we're going to do another window which is only 4 in length, and we're going to do the same as what we've done on the other sides, doing them 3 high, and then we're going to run in a last row of glass panes across the top. Now once I finish this, my video will show that I've changed over to glass panes. I hate glass panes, but personally, in this build, I couldn't really afford to get all the to go as high as putting in frames and everything, because it is only a small donut shop. So I felt just change over to the red, put glass panes in, and that is your frame. Before this I had it brown, trying to follow the picture exactly, grey frames, and as you can see I've kept the grey frame for the door and then just swapped over to red and kept the green for the back of the building, and really just tried to keep it as accurate as possible. But on this part I do actually stick to using blocks, because obviously the door's got to go in, so just 1, 2, 3 up one side and 1 in the top on the other. We're just going to run round to where we have our back door, and I'm going to use my cyan clay because I think it's quite dark, and I'm just going to use that as a back door, and then put a tripwire hook just in the side. And last but not least, we're just going to put a quick door in. And there you have it, that is pretty much our box ready for a roof. So there we have it guys, we're just really annoying, but it's the only one I can really find that will go with the style of the roof. We're having to use slab as a roof as well as a path, which I hate, I really do, but I wasn't willing to go up another block high. So for the side that I've just gone across now, and this side, we're going to go out 2 in length, and then as soon as we get to this side we're going to cut it back to 1 in length, overhanging the building and on the side that we've got left to go across. In the picture it shows it hanging over quite far on the other 2 sides and then being cut back in, so I thought we'd just do the same here. I don't like using slabs, so personally I don't blame you if you just want to go to a full block. I just don't like having a full block standing over the top of a building unless it's going to be a slanted roof or something that looks decent because of it. So I've had to stick with a slab, just really to keep it as accurate as possible. I wasn't going to use the other options, quite slim. Maybe if you don't like it from the top you can always use carpet over the top, but obviously then you're still going to have to build up an extra one, so the only thing you could do then is cut it in by 1 square all the way around and then lay carpet. So guys, don't worry about my outside, my borderline, that is purely, them lines are there, I was trying to work out like 5 for car park spaces, 5 for driving past, I need 10 blocks for Lard. Obviously I don't know if we do need 10 blocks, it's just more of a case of trying to allocate a bit of space to work out how this building is going to work within this space of the town. So like I say, as long as you do that cube of 19 in the middle, and I would say do say like a border of 10 once you've got your path in, and then you should have plenty of room ready for afterwards. So for our final touches we're going to go above a back door, and I'm going to do it in the same row as the wall is, just purely so it's not leaving a hole in the roof. And that was just to place a chimney, and then I'm going to place a couple of blocks and then use our cyan clay to try and create the air cooler. So I'm just using iron bars. I'm actually going to extend this out to 3 blocks wide, and then I'm going to put my iron bars on the other side. The other way to do this is actually use the slabs and just sort of slope up to it and slope down into the building. I hate doing things the same way all the time, so I just don't. And there you have it, guys. That is the actual building done. Obviously it's going to need an inside, but for now we're going to get on to Lard Man and doing the outside and see how we get on. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I shall catch you very shortly.